Staff from the Kelly Clarkson show admitted that they all felt like sh*t and judged Kelly Clarkson too soon. This happened after the death of her ex-husband Brandon Blackstock. This was a difficult time for Kelly. She was not present for her talk show a lot of the time. However, this was for a good reason. Now her staff is revealing how they feel. Keep reading to find out more about this situation. Brandon Blackstock passes away from cancer. Brandon Blackstock was the ex-husband of Kelly Clarkson. He was also Reba McEntire's stepson. However, she thought of him as her biological son. Kelly has her own talk show, The Kelly Clarkson Show. However, she was MIA for a long time this year. Everyone was wondering if she was going to return. Kelly had people fill in for her, and this was shocking. There was a rumor going around that Kelly was going to be replaced by Huda Copy. However, this did not end up happening. She has been way more involved now than she was before. Fans were concerned that she was going to give up her show, and it was going to be cancelled. Kelly Clarkson's staff felt like sh*t. After death, Kelly Clarkson's staff was worried that they were going to lose their jobs. They were mad that Kelly was ignoring them and leaving them out of the loop. However, once they found out why she did this, they felt bad. It was just such a difference from how she had been before. It was hard for people to not take it personally. Like, what did we do to suddenly be ignored like this? Suddenly it was all clear to everyone. And boy, did we feel like **t. We judged Kelly too soon. We didn't see what she was going through. We made it all about us. It just goes to show that you should never jump to conclusions. You just never know. They felt awful about all of this. Kelly Clarkson, it seems as though her staff thought she was leaving them and ignoring them. However, she was going through a really hard time in her personal life. Her staff felt bad after this, since they judged her too soon. Kelly has started back with her Las Vegas residency. However, she is still struggling with this loss, and is trying to be there for her children as well. What do you think about this situation? Are you shocked? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts on this situation. In the often blinding glare of the entertainment spotlight, where public personas are meticulously crafted and every move is scrutinized, it's easy to forget the human beings navigating the complexities of life just beyond the camera's view. For months, fans and industry insiders alike speculated about the future of the Kelly Clarkson Show. Its eponymous star, the powerhouse vocalist and seemingly effervescent host, was conspicuously absent. A rotating carousel of guest hosts filled her chair, fueling rampant rumors of discord, impending cancellation, and even replacement. Behind the scenes, however, a different, more intimate drama was unfolding, one rooted not in professional dissatisfaction, but in a profound and painful misunderstanding that has left its cast and crew grappling with a heavy sense of shame. Today, sources from within the production have come forward to share their story, a cautionary tale about judgment, empathy, and the silent battles people fight. The truth, they now admit, is far more heartbreaking than any industry gossip could have conceived. Kelly Clarkson's absence was not a sign of disinterest or a prelude to abandoning her post. It was the necessary response to an unimaginable personal crisis, the death of her ex-husband, Brandon Blackstock. The unraveling, a period of uncertainty and growing resentment for a show built on the singular, high-energy personality of its host. Kelly's increasing absence earlier this year was impossible to ignore. What began as a few missed shows here and there gradually evolved into a pattern. The studio, once buzzing with her direct involvement and infectious laughter, felt different. The crew, a tight-knit family that had worked alongside Kelly since the show's inception in 2019, found themselves in a state of limbo. It was just such a difference from how she had been before. One longtime producer, who spoke on the condition of anonymity to protect the privacy of the workplace, confessed. Kelly has always been hands-on. She's in the writer's room, she's joking with the crew, she knows people's names and asks about their kids. She is the heart of the show. So, when that presence was gone, a void opened up, and it was hard for people not to take it personally. This professional vacuum quickly gave way to personal anxiety. The television industry is notoriously fickle, and the stability of a hit show is paramount to the livelihoods of hundreds. The whispers began in hallways and over coffee breaks. Was Kelly losing interest? Was the show in trouble? The fear of unemployment, a palpable and relatable anxiety, began to curdle into resentment. Like, what did we do to suddenly be ignored like this? The producer continued, echoing the sentiment felt by many. We'd hear third-hand things, or nothing at all. We were planning segments, booking guests, and trying to maintain the show's identity without its central figure. It felt like we were being left to drift, and the frustration was immense. We made it all about us. Our jobs, our show, our feelings of being abandoned. The public narrative only fueled the internal fire. Rumors swirled that NBC was considering Hoda Kotb as a permanent replacement, a story that, while ultimately unfounded, sent a shockwave of panic through the staff. Every guest host, from Jerry O'Connell to Martin Short, was viewed through a lens of suspicion. Were they an audition? Was this the end? The staff felt adrift, and in their confusion and fear, they began to judge the woman who had given them their professional home, completely unaware of the storm she was weathering in private. The hidden truth of Final Farewell and a complicated history of the truth, when it began to trickle out, was staggering. Brandon Blackstock, Kelly's former husband of nearly 7 years and the father of her 2 children, River and Remington, had passed away after a battle with cancer. The news was not met with a public statement from Kelly at first. It was a private, family affair, processed in the quiet confines of her personal life, away from the demands of a daily talk show.